pledge of the flag, please. Commissioner Barnes, will you lead us? You may be seated. So we carry that. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for taking time to come out. Today is the second and final budget hearing for the 2016-2017 budget. We have to go through some formalities, bear with us, but there will be a time when we come that will be open to the public. If you have any questions, concerns, or with the budget, just simply raise your hand, let me recognize you, and we'll go from there. So just bear with us, and we'll try to not stay here all night if possible. All right, we'll open up. Madam Clerk, do you want to, first, let me go right over here. Mr. Butler, do you have anything? All right, you good, all right. We're going over here to the clerk, Ms. Norris, and let me recognize her staff over here, Mrs. Herring. She's with us today. Ms. Woodward Rhonda out here is with us, is Mrs. Roberts. So, Ms. Norris, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
A few things we have to tell you to get captured in the minutes. The first thing is the aggregate tentative millage rate is 7.6301. This is a 3.49% above the current year aggregate rollback rate of 7.3731. Your countywide tentative millage rate is currently 7.2442, and this excludes the fire districts and the voted debt service. Each of your dependent special fire districts are set at $500,000 each. The newly voted debt service for the MSTU, you have three rates there. Gulf Side Beachfront is 1.3139. Gulf Side Interior is 1.1549. Bayside is 1.1052. We'll remind you at the time when we have to adopt the resolutions that it will require a majority vote of the board, and it will, compliance has to be done by roll call. You know, everybody has to be measured the vote there. The general fund budget cash carry forward amount is $6,593,836 as balance brought forward. Of this, unrestricted is $5.3 million. The remaining is restricted cash carry forward. All of this has been budgeted as a source of funds for your 2016-17 general fund. Some of the reasons for the increases over the rollback rate, of course, you had some overall increases to expenditures, but some of your key increases were the increase in the sheriff's office budget, the EMS budget, increase to your insurance contributions, and your COLA increases for your general fund and public works. As a matter of just informational for you and the public, your Port St. Joe Downtown Redevelopment Agency obligation this year is $155,348 based on the proposed millage rate that we're at today. This time, Sherry has, Ms. Herring has a few things that she needs to go over with you, and then we'll come back with some other things.
Ms. Herring?
I would like to discuss just a few, hold on. We're figuring out the new microphone, sorry. The following changes are being requested for non-ad valorem adjustments to revenues and expenditures for the board's approval. We are requesting a net decrease in Fund 103, Mosquito Control State Fund. This change is due to an increase in state aid and a decrease in cash carry forward projections. The amounts on that, state aid is increasing $1,472, and the cash carry forward projections are decreasing $2,269. We are also requesting a net increase of $50,000 to the Capital Projects Fund 301. This is for Public Works, Road and Street Department. This change is due to an increase in cash carry forward projections in the Public Works Fund that will shift that interfund transfer for capital outlay. And the last one is just line item adjustments to allocate the lump sum COLA and insurance funds included in the tentative budget to be appropriated to their appropriate line items. I would like to request action of the board to approve these changes to be a part of the final budget.
Not on these 4 items, is that correct?
3 items.
3 items? Okay, yeah, the first 2 are tied together, plus my, all right.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
All right, we got a motion by Commissioner McLemore,
Second.
second by Commissioner Barnes.
Quinn.
Quinn, I was looking down here trying to write, keep up with my notes. Quinn, thank you, Commissioner Quinn. Any further board discussion? Any other members of the board? Anyone in the public? Or any opposition? Do we need a roll call on this?
Not on this.
Not on this, I didn't think so. All right, any opposition? If not, motion passed 5-0. Motion. All right, Mrs. Herring, still have the floor.
The only other thing I wanted to mention is that any increases made tonight by board action will require equivalent reductions specified by line item.
Sure.
With that, I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Chairman, or to Mr. Butler.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Butler, you don't have anything? We'll move forward, okay?
Right.
At this time, Mr. Chairman, I'll just, state again for the record, your countywide millage rate is 7.2442, and your aggregate millage rate is 7.6301. It is greater than the aggregate rollback rate of 7.3731 by 3.49%. At this time, before we consider any resolutions, if there's any changes of the board, or if there's none, you can call for public comment at this time.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we're going to go to the public. If anyone in the public has anything that they would, concerning this budget, they would like to address, please be recognized, come up and make your presentation. Anyone, if you would, just hold up your hand and let me recognize you. We're open to the public. All right, I see no one. So, yes, young lady, come up. But if you would, give your name to Mrs. Roberts, please.
Gretchen Mays, M-A-Y-E-S, 8609 Highway 98. Back in July, I approached the board about funding for the Leave No Trace ordinance, and I was kind of wondering how much you funded it for.
May I answer that, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir. Recognize Commissioner McLemore.
We didn't fund it for anything. It was my recommendation back probably in July that we do away with the Leave No Trace ordinance. I think it's a bad ordinance. I don't think Gulf County is ready for it, and we're sure not ready to put any money into it.
Wayne, anything? Commissioner? All right, Commissioner Barnes.
I
Brian?
will disagree with the learned commissioner. I think we do need to fund Leave No Trace, and I think it needs to be funded through TDC, if possible, the enforcement, if the statute allows. If the statute does not allow, then the county needs to fund it. And we have a very serious issue, as you know, Ms. Mays, because you live at the beach. And it's a serious issue at St. Joe Beach, and it's a serious issue down on the Cape. It's unsafe, it's unattractive, and it will turn away the tourists that we desire to be visiting our community. I don't think it serves anyone to have our beaches look like a junkyard. So I'm with you 100%.
Thank you very
Now,
much.
comment.
Yes.
I disagree with you on this. We have an excellent staff on board, our TDC staff. They're doing an excellent job with keeping our beaches clean. They're not interfering with the turtles. I just don't see it. You know, at this point in time, maybe down the road a few years, maybe. But now, nah, we don't need that. That's money wasted.
I think it'd be too little too late.
I I need
Mrs.
to follow up on that comment, Mr.
One
Chairman.
more, then
if
that's
you
it.
conclude.
You got to follow up,
It
and
is
that's it.
interfering with the turtles. I don't know if you've been out with the Turtle Patrol, Commissioner McLemore. I have. Many mornings I've been out working with the Turtle Patrol. It does interfere with the turtles, and it is documented, and it is reported to the state. And it's not just about the turtles, but it is. That is one component, but it's also about the people. And if you got out there in the morning and saw the beaches, now, we are looking much better than our neighboring beach. I don't know about the Cape in the mornings, because I haven't been on the Cape in the mornings. But St. Joe Beach is much better than our neighboring beach, and I know that they are working on that. But we need to keep our beaches clean for the wildlife and for the human life.
And I think
And it serves
TDC is
everyone.
doing that.
All right, okay.
And it needs to be
Okay.
funded.
Our employees are doing
Okay, all
that.
right, let's hold up right here. I'll have, just hold a minute. I got something I want to interject. Mr. Hammond, did you have anything?
Just wanted to clarify that,
All right,
you
and
know, her
I
request
got
was
some.
to spend money for code enforcement. The county spends hundreds of thousands of dollars on the beach and leave no trace. There's a sheriff's office component with the beach driving that is $46,000 roughly. That we spend a couple $100,000 cleaning the beach, which is part of it. We support the Turtle Patrol. They're using a TDC vehicle and have been for the last 3 months because theirs broke down, the Gator from the TDC. The most nests ever this year in Guff County that since they've been recording for the turtles. So we've been working fine. It seems to be running a lot smoother than it was. And I think we can go on as the board directed back in July. We're going to continue to do what we're doing. We're still picking up the stuff. It's not going to be satisfactory to people that don't want anybody on the beach or don't want beach driving or don't want any tents or don't want anything. But overall, it's working great compared to other places, I believe.
All right, thank you, sir. Mrs. Mays, I requested some data on this, and, that I got on, let's just take turtles, for instance. We had, recorded 273 nests from the rocks to the park. 273. Hurricane got 49. The humans, nothing, 0. So it's working. Now, leave no trace, we're still in the educational status of that. We're educating people. We're giving it time to work. I can't speak for this board, but myself, I will not support any funding. As the commissioner said, we'll look at it later. We're going to give this leave no trace. Some don't like it. One commissioner's openly spoken out. He don't like it, but he goes along with it because that was the board decision. But we're going to let this thing run its course, and then we'll see if we need it. But we put a lot of money down there, as the Hammond stated, with raking the beaches. We have people on the beach there, and we're educating people. We're a lot further along today than we were 6 months ago on this leave no trace.
Oh, and I appreciate the
Okay.
efforts, but I
Thank
just,
And I have one more comment to
Well-
your comments, Mr. Chairman, and I'll make it brief.
Well, go ahead.
But all
Have fun.
three people from the county that we have heard from that say that leave no trace is perfect or we shouldn't have it, none of them live at the beach. And I will say that you have no scientific data that says that human interaction didn't affect the turtles. And I'm not going to argue that with you, but if you take the turtles off the table, if we don't even discuss turtles, there are people that will not come to our beaches because of the mess and because of the danger. And I have had reports from the emergency folks that can't get down the beach because there's junk on the beach. And when they ask people to move, they won't move. So it's nice of you all who live in the north part of the county or away from the beach to have your opinions, but you need to start listening to the people that live at the beach when it comes to deal with the beach.
I'm gonna do one comment, Mr. Chairman.
Leave it alone.
I'm gonna do one comment.
Oh, that's all it is.
I live on the
All right.
north end of the county, but I spend a lot of time on the south end, on that beach, probably more than you will ever record. In and down there.
That's it. All right, thank you.
thank you.
Anyone else? Anyone? Anyone else? If not, we're closing the public. Ms. Norris, back over to you.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, we have several resolutions to pass to adopt your millage rates and your budgets. And I will read those by title. The first one is your countywide operating millage of 7.2442. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Gulf County, Florida, adopting the final levy, oh gosh, I can't even talk tonight, adopting the final levy of ad valorem taxes for Gulf County for fiscal year 2016-17 and providing for an effective date. Need a motion?
So move, Mr. Chairman.
We have a motion by Commissioner McLemore,
Second.
second by Commissioner Barnes, okay? Any discussion from any of the other board members? Anyone in the audience? All right, now is this where we need a, roll call vote? All right, we'll start with you. Commissioner Quinn, how do you vote?
I'm for it.
For. Commissioner McLemore?
Yes.
Yes. Commissioner Barnes? Yes. All right. Commissioner Ryan? I'll vote no. No, and the chair votes yes. Motion passed 4-1. All right, we're back over to you.
The next resolution is adopting the final budget for the countywide budget. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Gulf County, Florida, adopting the final budget for fiscal year 2016-17, providing for an effective date. Need a motion?
So moved.
Motion is by Commissioner Barnes. We hear a second?
Second, Mr. Chairman.
All right, we have a second by Commissioner McLemore. All right, other board discussion. Anyone in the board? Anyone in the audience? All right, we'll go a roll call. You're gonna need a roll call on this one too, all right? Commissioner Bryan? No. Commissioner Bryan votes no. Commissioner Barnes?
Yes.
Yes. Commissioner McLemore?
Yes.
Commissioner Quinn?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. Motion passed 4-1. Ms. Norris?
Okay. Need a board to adopt a resolution adopting the final millage rates for your special dependent fire districts. They're each at a $0.5
All right, no, can we do them, bundle them, or we have to do them separately?
We'll do one, a resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Gulf County, Florida, adopting the final levy of ad valorem taxes for dependent special fire districts for fiscal year 2016-17, providing for an effective date.
All right, but you want me to,
Just
each one of them,
one.
just
Nope.
one will do it?
One
Okay.
resolution, getting them
I
all.
know there's 4 districts. Okay.
So move, Mr. Chairman.
Got a motion by Commissioner McLemore on the fire control. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Quinn. All right, any other board discussion on the fire control districts? Anyone in the audience? All right, how do you vote? I vote no. No? Commissioner?
Yes.
Yes. Commissioner?
Millage rate.
Yes.
Yes. Quinn?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. Motion passed 4-1. Back to you.
Okay. The next is a resolution adopting the final budgets for the dependent special fire districts. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Gulf County, Florida, adopting the final budget for the fiscal year 2016-17 and providing for an effective date.
Entertain a motion.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Quinn,
Second.
second by Commissioner McLemore. All right, any other board discussion? All right, anyone in the audience? Okay, we'll start over here. Commissioner Quinn, how do you vote?
Yes.
Vote yes. Commissioner McLemore?
Yes.
Yes. Orange?
Yes.
Yes. Commissioner Bryan? No. Chair votes yes. Motion passed 4-1. Ms. Norris, we're still with you.
Okay. We're gonna have to back up a little bit because if we can combine these dependent special fire districts, only if it's unanimous.
Okay.
So
Only if it's unanimous.
we'll have to go back and take a vote on each one of these millage rates and each budget for each dependent fire district separately, since we didn't get a unanimous vote.
All right,
So let's,
you want to start
Mr.
bottom up or top down, doesn't matter.
Do we need to do any motions to get rid of the reverse? Okay,
You stated a unanimous requirement, so I
Okay.
just start with St. Joe Fire District and work your way down.
okay, thank you. Let's start over with the millage rates for the dependent fire districts. The first one will be the St. Joseph Fire Control District. I need a resolution of the board adopting the final levying of ad valorem tax for the St. Joseph Fire Control Special Dependent District at a $500,000.
Half a mil, all right. Hey, Mr. Chairman. Commissioner Barnes, motion. Second by Commissioner McLemore. Any other board discussion? Anyone in the audience? All right, Commissioner Quinn, how do you vote?
Yes.
Sir, you vote yes. Commissioner
Yes.
McLemore, yes. Commissioner Barnes?
Yes.
Yes. Commissioner Bryan? No. Chair votes yes. That one, but that was St. Joe Fire, passed 4-1. All right, the next one.
Okay, now we'll take the budget for the St. Joseph Fire Control District. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Gulf County, Florida, adopting the final budget for fiscal year 2016-17 and providing for an effective date. This is a budget for the St. Joseph Fire Control District.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
All right, got a motion by Commissioner Quinn,
Second?
second by Commissioner McLemore. Board discussion. Anyone in the audience? Commissioner Bryan, how do you vote, please? No. Commissioner Barnes?
Yes.
Commissioner McLemore?
Yes.
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. Motion passed 4-1.
Okay, I need a resolution adopting the final millage rate for the Tupelo Fire Control District at a $500,000. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Gulf County, Florida, adopting the final levy of ad valorem taxes for the Tupelo Fire Control District's Special Fire Control District, $500,000.
$500,000. Call it a half. I'll entertain the vote. Commissioner Barnes, motion for $500,000 for Tupelo. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Quinn. Further board discussion? Anyone in the audience? All right, we'll have a roll call. How do you vote, Commissioner Quinn?
Yes.
Commissioner Quinn votes yes.
Yes.
McLemore votes yes.
Yes.
Barnes votes yes. Commissioner Bryan? No. Chair votes yes. The motion for Tupelo passes 4-1.
Okay. I need a resolution adopting the budget for the Tupelo Fire Control District, and I'll read by title. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Gulf County, Florida, adopting the final budget for the Tupelo Fire Control District.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Quinn. With the motion, second by Commissioner McLemore. Any board discussion? Other board, anyone in the audience? We'll vote. Commissioner Bryan, how do you vote? No. Commissioner Barnes?
Yes.
Commissioner
Yes.
McLemore? Commissioner Quinn?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. Tupelo passes by a vote of majority 4-1.
Okay. Need a resolution adopting the final millage rate of a $500,000 for the Overstreet Fire Control District. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Gulf County, Florida, adopting the final levy of ad valorem taxes for the Overstreet Fire Control District, the $500,000.
$500,000.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Motion by Commissioner Barnes,
Second, Mr. Chairman.
second by Commissioner McLemore. All right, any further board discussion? Anyone in the audience on the Overstreet $500,000? All right, we'll go down the line voting. How you vote, Commissioner Quinn?
Yes.
Yes. Commissioner McLemore? Yes. Commissioner Barnes? Yes. Commissioner Bryan? No. Chair votes yes. Motion passes 4-1.
Okay, I need a resolution for adopting the budget for Overstreet Fire Control District. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Gulf County, Florida, adopting the final budget for fiscal year 2016-17 for the Overstreet Fire Control District, providing for an effective date.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner McLemore, second by Commissioner Barnes. Any further board discussion? Anyone in the audience, a $500,000 for Overstreet? All right, if none, Commissioner Bryan, how do you vote?
No.
Yes.
Barnes, yes. Yes,
Yes.
yes, and the chair votes. The motion passed 4-1.
Okay, a resolution adopting the final millage rate of a $500,000 for the Howard Creek Fire Control District. A A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Gulf County, Florida, adopting the final levy of ad valorem taxes for the Howard Creek Fire Control District at $500,000 and providing for an effective date.
Motion by Commissioner McLemore, second by Commissioner Barnes. Other board discussion on $500,000 for Howard Creek. Anyone in the audience over this fire control? And Commissioner Bryan, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner,
Yes.
and the chair votes. Motion passed 4-1. Then we got one more.
Okay, a resolution adopting the final budget for the Howard Creek Fire Control District. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Gulf County, Florida, adopting the final budget for the Howard Creek Fire Control District for fiscal year 2016-17 and providing for effective date.
Thank you. Motion by Commissioner McLemore,
Second.
second by Commissioner Quinn. For the board discussion, anyone in the audience over the $500,000 for the Howard Creek Volunteer Fire Department? Not? How do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner McLemore, yes. Commissioner Barnes? Commissioner Bryan? Chair votes yes. Motion passed 4-1. That should take care of our
Fire districts.
fire districts. Thank you. You have the floor.
Okay, we have the resolution adopting your final millage rates for your MSTUs, your voted debt service.
And we have to have 3 votes there. Is that correct? Or you bundle? You in opinion here?
They can be done all at once.
It can be done all at once.
And what we have here is your voted debt service millage. Your Gulf beachfront is 1.3139. The Gulf side interior is 1.1549. The Bayside interior is 1.1052. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Gulf County, Florida, adopting the final levy of ad valorem taxes for voted debt service in the municipal service taxing units for fiscal year 2016-17, providing for an effective date.
Thank you.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
The motion is by Commissioner Barnes,
Second.
MSTU. Quinn, you second the motion?
Yes, sir.
All right, second by Commissioner Quinn. All right, any other board member, any discussion on the MSTUs? Anyone in the audience? All right, we'll go down the line voting. Commissioner Quinn, would you do the,
Yes.
yes? No. No.
Yes.
Commissioner? I vote yes. Chair votes yes. Motion passed 4-1.
Okay, your final resolution is adopting the budget for the MSTU. A resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Gulf County, Florida, adopting the final budget for fiscal year 2016-17 for the municipal service taxing unit, excuse me.
Motion.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Barnes,
Second.
second by Commissioner Quinn. Further board discussion. Anyone in the audience? All right, Commissioner Bryan, how do you vote? Yes. Yes, Commissioner Barnes?
Yes.
Yes, Commissioner McLemore? No, Commissioner Quinn?
Yes.
And the chair votes yes. Motion passed 4-1. All right, Ms. Norris, you'll have it.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, that concludes the public hearing for adopting your 2016-17 budget. And you may entertain a motion to adjourn.
Anyone? Mr. Butler? Anyone before we entertain a motion? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out, being with us this afternoon.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Commissioner McLemore.
Second.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Thank you, good.